Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 3 of Punch Fear in the Face Live. This is a special edition tonight where we are having people who have makers businesses, who make products or have product ideas or project ideas that they want to share with you while they go live and punch fear in the face. So let's just wait for a few more people to come in. And in the meantime, let's start getting to know each other. So welcome to the live stream. Let me know in the comments, where in the world are you coming here from? I always love to hear where people are joining us from. So let me know in the comments, where are you joining us from? Where in the world are you located? Ooh, I already see some. Christina, I'm here to cheer on the creators and makers watching from the coast/lands of East Vancouver. Amazing. I know we have someone else there as well too. Hello, Stephanie Ganea. I need to give Stephanie a special shout out. She helps me so much with making these events possible. Any of the beautiful graphics you see, pretty much all of them are because of her. She is so fantastic. Just even the amount of times I bounce ideas off her and she gives me great feedback. She was also one of our first fear fighters just about a month ago now, and she came on and presented the Seekers Club, which is essentially an interactive book that teaches kids how to forage and connects them with nature. And I am so proud. I need to share this. She had a huge, huge win today, which is that she ordered her first copies for print that will be going to her beta testers, all because of the encouragement of you cheerleaders. So thank you so much, and congrats, Stephanie. You did such a great job. I'm so proud. I cannot wait to have you back on in September to show people and give them an update. So let's see. Oh, Cochrane, Alberta. Yes, Janie, represent. This is, I will say too, we're partnering for this one with Crafty Creators Club, which Janie founded. You're going to hear more about it from her, and I'll give her more of an official introduction in a bit. But amazing. Amazing to have another province in here. We have my grandma from East St. Paul, Manitoba, even another province. Thank you so much for showing up and always supporting me. Yes. Amazing. We have Rebecca McDonald here again. She's been here every time. I love seeing familiar faces. It makes me so excited. Thank you for coming, Rebecca. Ooh, okay. So here's another question. I want to hear everyone's answer. What is a win that you've had recently? So like I say, this is other side here, sponsored by the Win Journal, which is my creator company. And it's a daily journal that makes it easy to build the habit of training your brain to focus on the positive, to focus on what you are in control of in your life, your wins, no matter how small. So I always love to ask people, what is a win you had recently? Maybe it was today, maybe it was sometime this week, maybe it was last week, whatever it is, what was a win that you had recently? It is so important that we reflect on these things and that we remember that we are in control of our lives and we can make things happen. So to be honest, for me, I had this is my third live this week, and all of them were pretty much at least an hour. So that's a huge win for me. A month ago, I did not go live at all. So I totally understand for any of our fear fighters who are in the back room, if you're feeling nervous, I totally can relate to that feeling. Amazing. Yes, my win is Steph, my daughter publishing her book. That is Steph's mom. Amazing. Wow. Or dad. I actually don't know. Janie Vu had her first podcast appearance yesterday. Yes, that is so exciting. Congrats, Janie. Stephanie, having an awesome call with Christina, another person who's in here today, starting to plan our very own live event all about nature and design. I love it. Oh, it is mom. Great. Stephanie's mom's here. Thank you, Judith. She's another one of our big supporters. I love her so much. Went for a lunchtime run. That's awesome, Eric. Usually I have to force him to run. So I was pretty alarmed when he came up to me and told me he was going for a run today. My grandma had a great golf game yesterday, an all-time low score. That is amazing. Congrats. She's also gotten a hole-in-one before, which is so astounding to me. I can't believe my grandma's gotten a hole-in-one golfing. And she learned in her later years. So anyone can do that. So amazing. Such great wins. Fantastic. I have one more question I want to ask, and this is something I've been thinking about a lot, honestly, since COVID hit. And that is, what activities in your life make you feel the happiest and energize you? So another reason I'm doing these lives and doing them so often is because it is something that makes me feel happy. Even though I'm nervous before I come on, I actually do really enjoy this, and it's something that afterwards gives me energy. There's something about pushing past your fear, pushing past your nervousness, pushing past the avoidance that we all naturally have that feels really, really good and energizes me. So historically, after lives, I don't sleep well. I'm not sleeping well this week at all with 3 of them. But that for me is something that I've made more of an effort to incorporate because I want more of that happiness and energy. It's one of the most important things for us. Eric, rock climbing. That is his happy place. Mine too. It's one of those activities where you just get in the flow. What else do people love doing? Like, what is your favorite thing? That thing that energizes you? Elena Mills, waking up before everyone and going for a run, then coming home to enjoy a shower and hot cup of coffee all before anyone gets up. That sounds amazing. I could see that being so therapeutic and energizing. Like, what a great way to start your day. Brittany, working out, cooking with my family, and sipping on some wine. Nice, love it. Rebecca McDonald, I'm loving tennis. It's a pretty new hobby and I'm loving it. Awesome. It's great to start and try new things. Awesome job, Rebecca. Stephanie Ganea, getting out in nature, hiking, camping, reading, candlelight baths, voice noting with friends. I appreciate your voice notes. That's one thing I've been doing more. Send people voice memos. Shorter and more convenient than a phone call, but they actually get to hear you. It's pretty nice. Try it out. Judith, starting a daily Spanish study. Amazing. So cool. Alex, early morning walks. Yeah, there's something walks have grown on me. When I was younger, I thought walks were pretty dumb, to be honest. I always thought like I need to go for a run or do something more. But walks are so therapeutic. Christina, playing outdoor ping pong at Vancouver's public spaces. That sounds awesome. Ping pong, not something I'm great at. Need more practice. Oh, my grandma, my family all being home at the same time in Winnipeg, Burlington, and Florida. Oh, so sweet. All right, let's get into it. It's 10 minutes. We're warmed up. I'm going to bring on Janie Vu, the founder in a minute of Crafty Creators Club. So we collaborated on this event because Janie's awesome. And she just launched this course, this online course program called Crafty Creators Club that helps people who make handmade goods get themselves selling online. And I've had a chance to use it myself. The wind journal is not a good that I make with my own hands, but something that I have created and put a lot of different kind of computer handwork into. And the course has been helpful, like really helpful. Janie, she has, first of all, over 10 years of experience in selling online goods, like astounding experience. I couldn't believe it. So impressive. And she just has a way of breaking things down really, really simply. Like going through the course, she tells you everything you need to know to get started without overcomplicating it. And that's something I appreciate more and more as time goes on, because it's hard. Starting a business is hard. You have a million different questions and you Google it or go on Reddit or go on wherever, and people send you in a million different directions. And Janie is fantastic. And the Crafty Creators Club course at really just telling you what you actually need to know. And Janie, are you ready? Are you ready to come on and tell us more? She says she's ready. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to bring Janie in just briefly to tell us about this collaboration and why we're doing it from her own words. Let's get you in one moment, Janie. All right. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, who do we have there for the people who don't know?
This is Cuddy. And the reason why I needed to take a couple seconds before coming on was both Cuddy and my other dog, Lenny, decided that they would start barking at the neighbors right when I was supposed to go on.
They have great timing.
Yeah, and they're loud. For anybody who knows them, they're very loud.
They're little lovable monsters, but yeah, their bark is pretty big.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll tell you a little bit. I feel like Alyssa already did an intro about the Crafty Creators, even though I had to run downstairs to grab the dogs for a second. But so essentially what I'm trying to do is support sellers with selling their handmade products online. So handmade sellers in particular. And the reason for this being that I've had my own handmade business since 2011. And I actually was doing stuff even before that. So I was selling apparel with my own graphics on them throughout high school. And so this has been kind of an area that's always been of interest for me. I used to be an expert mentor for Etsy. So I worked with Etsy in collaboration with them to do a lot of different things, such as seller onboarding programs and workshops for them. But really what I wanted to talk about was why we did this collaboration with Alyssa and the Wind Journal. And something that I found a lot with handmade sellers is that they struggle with this, these high expectations that they have for themselves, and they're constantly worrying about, right, not getting that next sale. It's always something that makes them a little bit more anxious, keeps them up at night because, they might think that why is my product not selling? Do people not like my product? Or all these other thoughts start going through our heads, right? And so I wanted to support sellers by allowing them to celebrate their wins. So you're winning every single day. Even if you're not making sales every day, you're winning in some sort of way. And so it's important to start cataloging all those wins for your own self-confidence. And as you build your confidence, you'll find that you'll also start getting more sales because you'll start doing more things, being more motivated to invest into your own business.
Yeah, I'm a believer in that. I talk about it to you all the time.
Yes, absolutely. And I do, I journal in the Wind Journal every single day as well, because that's been a struggle for me, just having more confidence in myself and that imposter syndrome kind of feeling that comes over you every now and then. The Wind Journal is a way for me to combat that. And as well, I have a hard time sitting down and journaling. So the Wind Journal allows me to do that in 5 minutes or less, which is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I designed it the way it was. I'm the same way. I'm quite unstructured and scattered with a short attention span. I actually had Janie help me plan out the next 4 months of the Wind Journal yesterday, and big 3-hour planning session.
Yeah, I love to plan. Anybody who knows me knows that I've been planning and scheduling things 4 months at a time ever since my first year of university. So
I have to say, though, I'm loving it. Like, one of my wins today is I actually scheduled out all of the tasks you broke down for me. And like, I feel in control. It's amazing. You're winning me over.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would say I'm definitely in the camp of control freaks. I'm in that area. And so, yeah, it's helpful for me at least to know what it is I'm going to do each day and not feel overwhelmed about like waking up and then trying to set up a to-do list. I find that's really daunting for me, especially because mornings are rough. I'm not even functional before a coffee. So
that's something we actually do have in common. We found it. No, we have a lot of things in common. That's why we get along a lot. And Stephanie said, imposter syndrome is such a big thing for creators. Being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. She didn't say the rest. I'm assuming she's going to say is scary, or like that in and of itself just brings about those feelings more and more. Mm-hmm. And I agree. Like, I still feel it some days with the Wind Journal, even once you launch, like it's tough.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I was talking to a multimillionaire and I was saying, like, I feel like sometimes I'm on an emotional roller coaster. And, like we'll have sales some days and I'm on top of the world and then we don't. And I am so low. And he said 2 things. He said, 1, make more sales. So that's funny and true. And 2, 2, he said, you're always going to feel that way. Like the only thing that changes is the numbers get bigger. So instead, focus on what you can control. You can control your marketing. You can control putting out content. You can control talking to your customers. Focus on the things you can control. And I thought that was great advice and something I'm trying to integrate, but tough.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with that completely. All the unknowns, just forget about them, because those are things you're never going to be able to deal with anyway. So yeah, focus on the things that you can actually do and control yourself.
Absolutely. So anything else you want to say before we bring on our first fear fighter? Do you have any advice? Like,
well,
anything?
I'm just so excited for our speakers to get to talk about their products and businesses, because from what I know, I think most of them have never done something like this before or put themselves out there in this kind of a way. Some of them are also new with their whole business idea. They might not have even started trying to sell their product yet. So it's going to be exciting. And I'm just really excited to hear from all of our speakers.
I cannot wait. Thank you so much for partnering with me. I'm so happy this day is here. We've been planning it for over a month. It feels like even longer, and like this is game time. So thank you for coming on and sharing with us.
Thank you so much for doing this with us.
All right. Thank you, Janie. Everyone say bye to Janie, although she'll still be here in the comments. Yes. You'll still be talking to her. All right. So we're going to jump into our first speaker. Although before I start, I'm just going to say the rules. You've been here, you've heard them, but essentially this is a super encouraging place. We aim to create as much positivity as possible. Facing your fear of going live is scary. I can see our next speaker fanning herself off, which is so funny because that's exactly how I felt before. Totally normal, don't worry. But what I want to say is each speaker is going to have up to 10 minutes to tell you about their business or idea. They can ask you questions. You can ask them questions. I jump in to make the speaker look good. That's my job here. And at the end, I'll ask you to tell the speaker something that you liked about their presentation, their pitch, their idea, whatever it is. And if I forget, just do it. So remember that right now. So only positive comments, only positive feedback. This is a place of positivity. We need to uphold our reputation that the positivity and encouragement here is infectious. So I trust you guys can do that. You've been such a great audience in the past. Chelsea, are you ready to come on? As ready as she'll be. Yes, I see some big thumbs up and a smile. Awesome. We are going to bring in Chelsea, and you are live now.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So take it away and tell us about your maker, business, or idea.
Sure. So first, I'm Chelsea, and I'll just tell you guys a little bit about myself first. So I'm a master's student at the University of Guelph here in Ontario. I am scheduled to finish my master's in the Department of Human Health and Nutritional Sciences next month, which is super exciting for me. It's been a wild journey, especially with COVID and halting all the research and changing almost every aspect of my degree. That said, I'm a huge advocate for nutritional health and every aspect of healing, both physically and mentally, whether that for you is through traditional medicine or alternative medicine. I love both forms, and I'm a huge believer in both. I actually want to become a physician in the future, so I can't stress enough how much I love medicine. Throughout my lifetime, I've actually suffered with anxiety and on and off depression. That's something I've grown to be completely open and accepting of. However, at the beginning, I was very against dealing with my mental issues, and I was a strong believer that I am and was okay, and I didn't need any medication to help me or anything to help me in any form. And this led me to dive deeper into non-traditional remedies. So I became a huge fan of naturopathic medicine and holistic medicine. And from then on, I just grew passionate about gemstones and their use for healing. However, over the years, as an undergraduate student in biomedical science and then now a graduate student in nutritional sciences, I've always been too busy and too focused on school that I kind of put my love for gemstones and on the back burner and sort of just kept my knowledge and love for them like just to myself. But with COVID-19 and the growing demand now for alternative ways of life and my increase in personal time, I just decided that it was time to share my love for gemstones and all they have to offer. So I'm starting a business. I'm very new to it. It's slowly progressing, but it's called Gemistry by Chelsea. where I'll be selling handmade gemstone bracelets based more so off of their benefits as opposed to their looks. I know in the past and even now in the present day, a lot of people wear and purchase gemstone bracelets for their looks and just for jewelry purposes, which is great. And I definitely want to still target individuals looking for just pieces of jewelry. However, there have been a growing demand and interest in alternative medicine, specifically individuals purchasing gemstone items for the purpose of healing and their protective qualities. So whether that be gemstone crystals themselves or in the forms of like rings, bracelets, necklaces. So I'm hoping to provide individuals not only with these pretty bracelets, but also with sort of like some protective elements. And yeah, so I am a little nervous to begin selling them. Not many people know that I have been doing this, and I actually just opened up virtually today to my lab mates. And
Wow.
I've been like keeping it to myself. Yeah. But my family and closest friends have known for a few weeks now, and everyone's been super supportive and excited for me. But having to advertise via social media and do everything online, I presume will be a bit of a struggle for me since I'm not very tech savvy. And I worry a lot about what people will say and what they will think. But I'm hoping through word of mouth and like through my Instagram account, which is at Gemistry by Chelsea, if you want to follow me. I haven't posted anything yet on my business, but I will. And if I share posts through my personal Instagram, I feel like it will be successful. And I can provide people with not only alternative ways to heal, but with a good one-on-one experience customizing bracelets and give them something they love to wear.
Amazing.
So that said, I do have a bracelet here that I made.
Oh,
so this is one of my many designs. I don't know if people can see.
Yeah, it looks great.
But yeah, so it has howlite beads, blue aventurine, and rose quartz. And so,
beautiful.
So this bracelet specifically helps in restful sleep, calming the mind, body, as well as radiating positivity and happiness and love. So I just felt like that was something I needed in my life. So I wear it every day as a symbol and just for my own personal growth and healing. And so I just really hope to like shed some positivity to other people and help sell these bracelets in I don't know, just to make, I just feel like it's good for everyone. Yeah.
It's amazing. I love the idea actually of having the bracelet, even just as a trigger to like remind you what you're focused on. Like that's such a genius idea. And even just the bracelet, like when you described it, like it maps on so well. Like even just the look of it, so calming. You're getting so much. People are saying beautiful, gorgeous.
Oh, thank
love
you.
it.
Thanks everyone.
Very cute. Can't wait to support your new business.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. And yeah, it's so funny. Like gemstones, someone saying, looking at gemstones makes me so happy, energized, and calm. Like it's such a funny topic because Janie makes gemstone jewelry as well too. I think it's quartz. Hopefully she's taught me well.
Clear quartz, it looks,
Which is actually from her. And it's so funny. Like I keep it on my desk and it's something I hold even just when I'm nervous on these lives or on calls. And I just like having something to fiddle with, but it also reminds me of Janie, which calms me. So I can see Janie smiling.
That's so sweet.
But that's incredible. And I honestly don't get too bogged up in the social media. It's really hard. And I'm going through that. There's so much to learn and so much advice. But starting by launching to your own audience is awesome. Like that's how I started the Win Journal and we got our first sales. And the only thing I remembered afterwards was wishing I did it sooner.
I know, yeah. That's me right now. I'm like, every month I tell myself like, okay, July 1st, I'm going to post my first one. I'm going to get started. And then July 1st comes and I don't do it. And now I'm August 1st, we'll do it. And I'm just so skeptical, but I just need to get out there and just try and do it. And
it's funny. I can see the other speakers in the green room. And when you said that, they all smiled. And I was smiling because I think that's how all of us creators feel. Like launching a business is scary.
It is, yeah, for sure.
When did you start working on this?
So I would say in April when COVID just hit, I was kind of like, I've worked on it for years now, but I never really purchased my own beads, and sort of, I just always knew what they meant, and I was always buying some, supporting some other local businesses, but yeah, and then I just figured, why not? I have time and I love them, so why not?
You can tell, like your passion for it is just infectious. Like that's great,
thank you.
and that's where you want to be. I love it.
For sure.
Janie says her advice, yes, totally start with your network first. She started with her high school friends.
Amazing.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, my friends and family are super supportive, and they're definitely looking forward to buying some. My boyfriend's mom already bought one. Like everybody's so excited. So
that's amazing. So she already bought one. So you had your first customer.
I did.
Does that feel?
Oh, it felt so good. I opened up to her about all my jewelry. I actually brought it home from Guelph back to my hometown in Barrie. And I just showed her all my designs, and she was just like, oh my gosh, I need to have this one. Like, it's so pretty, and it's me. It just speaks to me. And I was like, yay. And I was so happy.
There's something about your first dollar, like that first sale you make, that you'll never forget. Like I still can think of it, and it's so special. That's amazing. Like, great job. Like, you're worried about launching, but really you already have. Like, if someone has bought from you, you have a business already. And Rebecca McDonald says, definitely take advantage of the Crafty Creators Club free course preview. I agree. It's great info. Like,
oh, definitely. I've already purchased everything. I love it. I love it.
Amazing.
Is just, and honestly, everything on there is exactly what I needed. And it's like exactly steps that I didn't even think about that I should incorporate. And it was just, it's been great. I really enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea. That is so fantastic. Yeah. I thought the same thing. Like, I found it when I was just partway through my launch. And I remember watching it thinking, like, I could have saved so much time and Googling.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. And everyone's cheering you on. First sale. Woo. Amazing.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thanks, everybody. You're so nice.
Wow. So how has it been actually going live? Part of this is that you face your fear. Is this your first time?
It's my very first time.
And how was it?
I'll be honest, I am very sweaty. I'm so nervous, but it was actually good. And it feels good to get it all out there. I honestly feel like so much happier than I did before. I was so nervous, but I don't know why. Everybody's been so nice, and I really like what I'm doing, and I think it's a great business, so I shouldn't have been so nervous about it in the first place.
It's one of those things, the nervousness is never going to go away. You're just going to get better at leaning into it and pushing through. And just every time you do it, like you just did right now, it gets easier and easier. And like, you're so capable. Like, this is such a win. And I'm so excited for your business. And like, your passion's infectious. Like, I'm so excited to see what ends up happening. And I want to check back with you. 100%. Oh,
thank you. Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
So we're almost done. Like, 10 minutes flies by fast.
That was fast.
I know. So I always love to let our guests ask the audience a question, and it could be anything. Like, it could be related to your business, or like something you kind of want to know from people who are interested. It could just be totally random. Like, we've had someone ask, what's your favorite dance move? So wherever your mind takes you, what would you like to ask the audience tonight?
What is your perfect idea of a relaxing night?
Ooh, I like that. What is your perfect idea of a relaxing night? I'm going to answer that first. Sure. My perfect idea of a relaxing night is hanging out in my hammock by a fire. I'm really outdoorsy.
Perfect. So yeah, me too.
Is that what yours would be, or what else? Let's hear a fresh one from you.
Mine would probably be reading in the bathtub. I just absolutely love to just relax and just read. But yeah, definitely being outdoors by a fire, I would agree. I love the outdoors.
We're getting some more. Roxy says wine. Amazing. I think I saw she has a glass of wine here tonight. Yes. We'll see it after. Eric says Netflix and pizza. This is his second time saying Netflix for an answer. I'm trying to get us to get rid of Netflix. Like, I swear eventually this is going to work. Stephanie says also reading in a bathtub with candles and Epsom salt. Yes.
Yes, agree.
That's it for me too. If I'm inside, that's what I would pick. Sunset. Oh, yeah. Alex says hotel after skiing. That'd actually be a good feeling, like just being tired and like you had an exhilarating day. Reading by the fireplace. Christina. Ooh, that's good too. Oh, I have all these great ideas now. I'm going into a weekend where I actually am going to try to take a break from work. So I'm going to try to do these. We've had a question that comes up a couple of times now, and I want to ask you before you leave. Sure. And that is, what are your favorite gemstones?
That's hard because I love all of them. But if I had to pick one specifically, it'd be rose quartz. It's the light pink. You can't really see it on here, but you kind of can.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that just the notion behind it, just the love and harmony and everything that it brings, and just the positivity and the color, I just love it. It's just my favorite.
That's a good one. I like that. Amazing. So thank you so much for coming on, Chelsea. It was so great. I'm just going to put up, one second. I'm just going to put up your banner one more time. If anyone wants to follow this, like, I'm excited. I'm going to be following to see what Chelsea does. I might even have to buy a bracelet. Like, I love them. They are beautiful. I'm going to be one of your early sales. So
thank you.
Just you wait. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We cannot wait to see what you do. Everyone in the comments, give Chelsea a cheer. Tell her what you love about her business, her pitch. Just cheer her on for coming on and facing her fear. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Oh my God. This is the thing I love about these nights, is seeing the just excitement people have for their businesses. There's something about seeing other people's passion that just energizes me so, so, so much. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have our next speaker come on, which is Roxy. Are you ready, Roxy? Yes, she's ready. Amazing. All right, let's bring in Roxy. Hello, Roxy. You are live now.
Oh, it's so weird.
It
it's going really well. I have some wine. I was sewing before this, so like
amazing.
My usual night.
I love it.
Yeah.
So take it away. This time is yours. Tell us about your business.
Okay. I have one fun fact is that I knew Janie in high school, and I have one of her first creative items, which is her shirt, and I still wear it.
No way.
And I don't get rid of my items, apparently. So
I still have a lot of old clothes too.
Yeah. So I guess Sloth Pants is a little over a year now. And I didn't, okay, this sounds really weird, but I never had really any fear of launching my business or any of the aspects. I just kind of like did it, which
amazing.
Is like almost scarier now. Like it's kind of scary in hindsight. So it all started, I'll give you the little histoire.
Love it.
It all started when I was traveling in Asia for 6 months with my partner, and I was carrying a 55-liter backpack and fell in love with all of the pants in Thailand. The ones I'm talking about with like the elephant and the stripes? Yep. Yeah, they're just gorgeous. Okay. So I think I bought about 3 pairs, and slowly over my trip they wore out, and I was like, you know what? When I get home, I'm going to learn how to sew, and I'm going to make these pants because life is not great without them, like they're just so comfy. So then we moved to Winnipeg, and that's where my partner's from. Yeah, we moved there for a summer. Yeah,
it was actually born. Yeah,
it was really sunny, no mosquitoes.
Really?
Yeah, no mosquitoes.
Were you there during the summer?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
what have they done?
I think 3 years
not
ago.
Like that when I was there.
I don't know.
As a child.
Everyone was like, Roxy's not going to survive here. I was good.
Amazing.
Yeah. So then my partner's mom actually taught me how to sew, and I was really horrible at first, like so bad. I had to like rip all my stitches out. Like my pockets were just like insane. Like it was such a bad time.
Props to you. I've tried to learn, and I don't have the patience to stick with it. But it makes me feel better now knowing that like everyone sucks at the beginning.
Yeah, like my fear of running my finger underneath a needle was insane. And now it's good. Now I'm like, okay, I don't even have to look what I'm doing. Like it's good. So I started that, and I sewed a pair of pants, and I wore them to work one day, and a bunch of my colleagues were like, "Oh, those are awesome! Like, they look so comfy." I'm like, "Yeah, I can sit cross-legged at my desk. It's sweet." And so they asked me if I would make a pair for them. So I guess indirectly, those were my first 1 to 3 sales.
Amazing.
And I was like, "Yeah, just give me like $30. Like, I'll just do whatever you need, like custom pants." And then I was like, okay, I kind of like sewing. I also can watch Netflix and do it. So it's pretty sweet. And then I can listen to podcasts, and it's like I'm in my own little bubble of happiness. So yeah, then I was just like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm just going to make a business, like whatever. I'm just going to start my own Instagram. And I was posting, and now when I look at the posts that I put at the very beginning when I had like just freestyle, actually it's still kind of freestyle. They were, oh my God, some of them are so embarrassing. But you know, you learn
and laugh at yourself. Like, that's where you start.
Yeah.
You start sucking and get better.
Yeah. And then so it became real when I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm going to register this business. And then I made these business cards. Oh, there we go.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I got a business card. I registered my business, and I have an Instagram. Like, we're good. So I signed up on a whim for this amazing like craft market in Ottawa at the NAC. And I was like, oh, this place is beautiful. Like, I'll never get in. Fast forward 2 months later. Oh, you've been accepted.
Wow.
Which was like a shock, because then I was like, oh man, I got to sew like 50 pairs of pants. Like, that's serious, you know? Like, that's a lot of sewing. And then honestly, like, kind of like this, you know, when you put yourself out there, it just is like infectious. Like, you meet all these other makers who are so inspiring. And then you kind of get like that imposter syndrome. You meet people who've been doing it for like 5-10 years. And you're just like, oh man, like, I'm never going to reach that level. You know, and I still feel that now. Like, I see people, oh, we reached like 1K. I'm like, oh, I'm still at 600. But
you know, like, the
goalposts
just move ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like, you think like, oh, once I get here, I'll feel good. And then you just raise the goalpost. It's such a human thing.
Yeah, it's so funny. So yeah, that's kind of where it comes from. Like, there's times for sure when I feel like completely overwhelmed, like around Christmas. There's a lot of markets. You know what? I'm going to share a secret. And I think it's the best one. I'm so sweaty right now. That's not a secret.
It is.
I'm nervous to tell everyone my secret. But the biggest fear of mine is that I'm going to sell a product where there's like a defect, you know, because I'm making everything handmade. And like, you know, there's always something that can go wrong. Like, you're not always 100%. And that's like my fear every time I sell something and I ship it out. And it happened once. And it was devastating, but I'm so glad that it happened to someone in Ottawa that I could just drive and bring my sewing machine to and be like, yeah, I'll fix it for you. Don't worry.
That's amazing luck.
That I know. I got really lucky. So after that, I have this like new ritual where it's like, to ease that anxiety, I like run my hand over all the seams, and then I pack it up. And then it's gone.
That actually makes it more special. Like, it's so hand-checked. I love it. Oh my gosh. You're getting, Janie's pumping you up. She says 600 sales is amazing for being in business for about a year. That is amazing. Like, congrats.
Yeah. Honestly,
seriously,
the marketplaces are super fun.
Yeah, I'm finding that too. Rebecca McDonald also says you're doing amazing despite being sweaty and nervous. And my partner, Eric, wants to know, do you make sloth pants for guys?
Okay, this is another win. I'm going to list a win, okay? Addresses Eric's comment.
Love it.
So this summer, in, I think it was mid-May, close to the end of May, a Ottawa-based skateboard store, like they're just like a single little store, asked me to make a special line of sloth pants for their store.
No way.
So yes, I do sew men's pants.
That's incredible.
I think the launch will be in September. So stay tuned. Follow me on IG, sloth pants with a 0 for the O.
Oh, we have it right here.
Yeah.
Everyone, take a screenshot if you're interested. Type it in your phone right now. Eric, go follow her. I want a pair too. I've always wanted those comfy pants.
Yeah,
and I think it's so amazing that you've built a business doing that and taught yourself to sew and just jumped in.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Like now there's some times where I'm like, oh, I should have kept track of my expenditures or like a little bit better. Or, you know, like there's something to be said about planning, but there's other things to be said about just going for it and
yes,
punching fear in the face.
It's so true. Like planning's important and knowing where you're going. And Janie Vu is actually winning me over on this. And Dean Douglas, who was one of our past fear fighters, he made me come up with a vision, mission, and values and then present it online last time. And I'm very resistant to structure, but I have to admit, it does make it easier. Like when you know where you're going, and still, like I still aim to always do things earlier than I'm ready because I am an overthinker, but like it's a balance, like anything.
Yeah.
Someone was asking where we can buy sloth pants. So Eric, can you drop the link in the comments again?
It's slothpants.com.
That's pretty easy to remember. But Eric also dropped it to make it so easy for people because that's amazing. Janie wants to know, can you show us a product right now?
Okay, I was going to put them on. It's a little hot in my house. I have them. I have the first pair that I made for myself. You know, it's really hard when you make like beautiful pants, just saying. And then you can't keep them all. Like there's so many times where I sell them to a customer. I'm like, man, I wish I still had that fabric. And then I go searching for it and I like never find it. It's kind of devastating. But here's my pants. So sometimes you can have like an elastic waist or you have like a little drawstring waist. And I got to feature this for the ladies. Big pocket. Look, you can put your whole hand in the pocket.
That's a selling
Very
feature.
necessary because I have had my cell phone in shitty pockets and they have gone straight in the toilet. And that was before iPhones were waterproof.
Stephanie Ganea has done that so many times. Stephanie, you need these pants. Yeah.
And then they have like a little elastic here. So you're not going to, like, you know, when you go for a walk, like you don't like tear the bottom of your sweatpants. Like you can kind of raise them up. Yeah.
I'm super short. I'm 5 feet short. So like all pants are too long for me. So that's perfect. I'm so excited about these.
I also take custom orders. So if you have like super long legs or short legs or, you know, you want some more room in the waist or whatever, just hit me up.
You're selling these to me and Eric. Like I'm 5 feet short and he's over 6 feet. So like you're selling perfectly to us. Amazing.
Yeah, I have like
10 pairs. Says screw fake pockets on women's pants. Yes, screw fake pockets, screw shallow pockets. Deep pockets are the thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. You're getting so many. Oh my God, I love them.
Oh, you guys are so nice.
Oh, here's a question. Can you do zippered pockets?
I hate zippers, but I will do them for the right person.
Just because we go rock climbing, so like he always has
I've made rock climbing
out.
pants.
Are you serious?
I have a friend of mine rock climbs. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like the canvas.
We're definitely gonna be ordering from you. Like I can never find rock climbing pants that fit me right.
Yeah, because they're often like pretty long, and the drop crotch makes it even longer.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow.
Here's to that.
Amazing. Another one too. Love these pants. People are loving them. I can't believe it's only been about a year for you.
Yeah. It's honestly, I think markets really teach you the most. Like you kind of get to talk to people, you get to see other products, you get to see like what people are looking for. Like when they first like touch your garment and you're like, oh, okay, look, this is what they're looking at. Like this is what's important to people. But I think it's like the connection that you make. Honestly, like social media is really challenging. Like that's kind of hard for me because sewing is like, you know, it takes a while to do. And so like the engaging on social media while you're trying to make the product can be challenging, but it's like super rewarding. Like honestly, when someone puts on a pair of pants and they send you a picture because they're so stoked, you're just like, oh, my heart. Like,
yeah. I love those days. There's something about getting that feedback that's just one of the most special things.
Yeah, for sure.
So, so amazing. Oh my gosh. So that's been, I think, at least 10 minutes. I want to thank you. Like, amazing job. Was this your first time coming live?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm a little bit more seasoned because of all the markets that I just throw myself into.
Okay, though, honestly, like I've done, I don't know how many now, maybe it's been like 6 and they're longer ones, and I still get nervous every time. Like
I'm like literally dripping in sweat. So yeah, I guess that's a little bit of nervousness. So
amazing.
Using AC right now.
I want your help, if you can help me before you leave. So I want to do a giveaway for the Win Journal. I always like to do a giveaway live when we can because I want to reward people for like coming and cheering you guys on. I think it's so awesome. So
Okay.
I'm going to have you ask the audience a question and they'll answer, and then you're going to pick one of the answers as the winner. So
oh my God, that's so much pressure.
No, it's not. Don't worry. Other people have done this before. They've survived. You're good. Just think of what your question is. Could be about your business, related, not related, doesn't even matter.
Oh, you want, oh, I see. I have to ask the question. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to give me a question.
Nope.
Okay. What is my favorite color?
Oh, I like this. This is like a trivia. Who can get the answer?
But it's really
amazing.
It's kind of related.
Ooh. Interesting. I'm so intrigued. Also, while we're waiting for people to answer, Stephanie said, that's the joy of lives. No one can see you're sweating. Yes, I agree with that.
Just a nice little sheen.
You get a nice little dewy glow, but that's all. Okay, we have answers coming in. Chelsea says purple. Okay. Brittany says yellow. Okay. Christina says blue. All right. Eric says the color of a sloth. I don't actually know what color that is, Eric? But all right. Eric, what color do you think that is? Let us know.
Is that brown? I don't even know.
Cicely, I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm going to find out in a second, says orange. My dad says violet. Okay, that's like a fancy purple if you want. All right. My grandma says, Uncle Neil said blue. Okay, that's so interesting. Janie Boo says pink. Rebecca McDonald, we have another orange. Eric thinks sloths are brown. Maybe. Are they gray? I don't even actually know. Elena Mills says red. Stephanie Ganea says wine. Ooh, interesting. That is true. Both you have one and the walls. All right. I feel like that's a good amount.
Okay.
Did anyone win?
They did.
Who is it?
The winner. Chicken dinner. What color is this?
Ooh,
purple.
Where was our purple? Our first purple. Chelsea. One of our Fear Fighters. Girl. Oh my gosh. Amazing. You are going to be getting the Win Journal. That is your award.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. Like, I wish I could have guessed.
Yeah. Come next time. Any of the next ones, and you'll have a chance to win. So
sick.
Thanks. Amazing, Chelsea. So Chelsea, I'll message you or you send me a message. Find me the Win Journal. Let me know what cover is your favorite. I will send you the journal free. Everyone cheer Chelsea on for winning. That's amazing.
Eric, Chelsea, you're a winner.
Are purple? No, it's not sloth related. What do you mean?
I do have to add that the name was inspired by the very first gift that my partner gave me, which was a purple sloth. So
no way. Purple. So that ties it all back together. Sloths are purple in Roxy's world. Yes. Oh my God. That is so amazing. Thank you for coming on. This was a blast. And thank you for picking our winner. Having all the pressure on you. You handled it well. Amazing job punching fear in the face, Roxy.
Boom. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. I love like the enthusiasm of everyone today. It's getting me so pumped up. I'm also excited that I'm doing better for time for once. I told Eric my goal is to be less than 2 hours. He said it should be 1 hour. I'm pretty close. I'm working on it. Amazing. So everyone let Roxy know, give her a cheer, tell her what you loved about her pitch, her business, Give her a big congratulations for punching her fear in the face live. I'm also going to put up her information one more time. If you want to find Sloth Pants' website and you still didn't see the link, go to her Instagram handle. I'm sure it's in the bio. Sloth Pants, slothpants.com. Amazing. So now we have our last speaker of the night. Cicely, I really hope I'm saying that right. You'll correct me in a moment. Are you ready to come on? I see a thumbs up and a smile. Fantastic. So you are now live. Did I get your name right?
Yes, you did.
Yes. I was hoping. That is another win for me today. Amazing. So this is your time. Tell us about you, your business, or business idea you have. Take it away, Chelsea. Or sorry, Cicely. Whoa. Thanks for that.
Thanks for having me, first of all.
Absolutely.
So my name is Cicely, and I'm a master's student. I'm actually in Chelsea's class at the University of Guelph. So my master's is focused on food literacy in children, and that's also what the product that I'm presenting is about. So I made an educational tool. It was meant for classrooms, but with COVID, I think it would be like an excellent tool for parents to use with their kids at home. So it's actually a board game, and I have a prototype. So
amazing.
It's probably hard to read, but it's called Farmer's Market.
I love it.
So it's almost like a Monopoly style board with different tents for, it's supposed to be like a realistic representation.
So cool.
Thanks. Yeah, so I actually made it, like I think I did watercolor. It was a couple of years ago now. And then I used like Adobe to edit it. So it's just a prototype, and I just wanted to reach out and talk about it and see what people thought about it.
Amazing.
So I originally got my idea from when the new Canada's Food Guide came out. So the main goal of the game is to build meals with different pieces of food with food cards. So it's like each meal has to have a vegetable, protein, grain, and a fruit. So that would be like an example of a meal. So this would be like a stir fry with like pineapple, quinoa, shrimp, and peas. And there's little nutritional facts on the bottom. Just so the kids can get a small sense of some of the nutritional facts. So there's meals. I don't want to explain it too much because it might be hard to explain in 10 minutes. But there's also mystery basket cards.
Cool.
And they teach some like social expectations of a farmer's market. Like this one says, litter bug, oh no, you littered, don't pick up a food card the next time you pass the entrance.
I love it.
And then this one is like a sauce, so you could pick any sauce that you wanted and then add it to a meal to like spice it up. And then, so the goal is to make 3 meals. And then so there's also junk cards, which have nutritional facts. And you can't make a meal with them, but if you pulled this workout card from the mystery basket, anybody with a junk food card would have to do like a mini workout.
Oh, no way. That's amazing. Making it more interactive.
Yeah, and to like encourage the idea that like you can eat junk food, it's not a meal, and you have to like expend energy after because to balance out.
That's amazing. I just want to stop you for 1 second to tell you the feedback you're getting. Stephanie says, I love this. Judith says, what a great educational idea. Roxy says, so cute. I love that. Chelsea says, oh my God, this is amazing. My little brother would benefit from this. Rebecca says, this is so cute and informational. Stephanie says, so key. Kids are so curious about getting in the kitchen. I think it's such a cool teaching tool and making it a game. That's genius.
Mm-hmm.
Roxy says, okay, ultimate gift for my mom friends. Oh my gosh. So cute and informational. Such a creative educational tool. Like people are loving it. Wow.
Thanks, everybody.
It's great. We need more games like this. This would be so awesome to get into the classroom. I have to say, Stephanie Ganea, she was on our first live and not a competitor to you in any way, but she's developing an interactive book that teaches kids about foraging.
Mm-hmm.
And it even includes recipes. So someone said, I can't remember who, but they said that you guys need to get connected, and you should. I'm going to make sure you guys get connected, because just like you, she's looking to connect with the parents. And I think there's so much you could learn and like help each other out along the way. So I just wanted to say that.
Cool. Thanks. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And another one, I have 2 nephews that I would like to share this with. Amazing. So wait, I'm going to put up your banner again, because it's like, there's a lot of interested people. So guys, if you are interested, go follow her on Instagram. Her handle's right there. Take a screenshot, type it in your phone now, go follow her. All of you saying you're interested, I expect you to go follow her. Okay, there's my pitch. Tell us more.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have so much more to talk about. There's so many pieces to the game. But one other thing is, after somebody wins, I guess, the first round of it, there's a second part to the game that's called dinner time. And
cool.
It's 6 questions that are like discussion points for the kids to talk about. So the first one is they vote on who the best cook is, so they'd win the best cook award. So it's kind of like there's 2 winners, so it's like you get rewarded for being creative as well as like being efficient, I guess. And then the other questions are just like talking points about like, have you been to a farmer's market before? What did you like about it? Like, what are some of the foods in the game that you've never heard of and that you'd like to try? Like, do you ever help your parents cook meals? And there's another thing that I didn't talk about, but
let's hear it.
One of the points is to donate to the food bank. So if you landed on that,
yes.
And then if you can't donate because you don't have enough cards, you would go to the food bank and pick up the donations.
Oh, I love it.
Just to increase awareness of like food insecurity problems, which are really bad in Canada, and to create more empathy about people who need to use the food bank, and also to create a conversation about it and maybe help encourage the kids to like talk to their parents about donating.
Oh, that's amazing.
So one of the
really
cards
thought of like everything. I want to hear one of the cards for that. Yeah.
I tried to, because there's just like so many, I don't know. I was like collaborating a lot on it, and there were so many things, because nutrition's really hot in the news lately, like especially with Canada's food guide. And I would say especially with COVID, like people's different food patterns and everything about that. So it's just, I tried to incorporate as much as I could. And then one of the other questions was like, how did you feel if you had to collect from the food bank? Or like, how did you feel when other people collected your donations? And then the last question was like talking about the nutrient contents of different foods. Like, what foods have really high nutrient content that you really like? What foods, like what nutrients are harder to find that you saw in the game? And
I love it. Like, it's such a great way to teach kids. Like, you're just totally gamifying it and getting them learning about like even the stuff like farmers market etiquette. Like, you've thought it out so well, and it's really impressive.
Thank you.
Definitely be proud of that. You're getting so many people are interested. Someone said, I think I saw a question. Give me 1 second. Janie Vu, what gave you the idea to do this as a board game?
I love board games. That was my first thing when I took the knowledge transfer course in my undergrad, and that's where I developed this. And I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to make a board game because I've always loved them.
That's awesome.
And the Canada's Food Guide came out, and I was like, okay, I think that'd be a good starting point.
That's so cool. It's always great to start with something you love. Like, and you can tell the passion's there, and that like now it makes sense why you've thought out so much and so many great pieces of the game, because you love them. That's so amazing. And getting to integrate too your education and experiences. Mm-hmm. You're getting so many people like are really into this. Roxy says, okay, my heart is melting. I want to share this with all my teacher friends too. her mom friends and her teacher friends. That is amazing. Erin said, my mom from across the room who can hear yelled, what a great idea. Somebody who's not even watching this, who overheard it, thinks it's a great idea. That is amazing, Cicely.
Thank you.
Oh, Stephanie Ganea wants to know what inspired your project. Or was it just the love of games and then the food guide, or was there something deeper?
I don't really know. It was like a lot of collaboration with my advisor.
Ooh.
And I don't know. I think like I don't know. I love farmers markets. I love board games. I love kids. I love I thought I should be a teacher in another life. Like
no way.
So I feel like I just brought all those together and it just kind of, I guess, came together in that way.
It sounds like it's a way to integrate so many things you love, which is so awesome. Like that's the way to build a great business, is to find all of these different parts of you that you love and that are special and unique to you and use them. And like you're doing that. That's amazing. So where are you at in the process? You have your prototype. What's next?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even looked at it since I handed it in.
That's okay. That's where
I feel like it's one of those things that's been sitting there that I'm like, maybe one day. So I wanted to come on here and kind of just get a feel for what people thought about it, because my mom's a grade 5 teacher, so she inspired a lot of this game as well. And she's always been on board with it. So, but she's my mom. I know I will have her support anyways. So it's nice to hear from strangers what they think about it.
I mean, the enthusiasm is there. You have people who are not even listening and can overhear it yelling that it's a great idea. and I mean, like, so excited. Even Stephanie's saying, when are you launching this? Set a date. She said it helped her. I'm not going to force you on air, but we forced Stephanie to actually set a date. And I was a little harsh on her because I know her very well, but it does help. And she now just ordered her first actual journals to print, and she'll be an amazing resource for you. Like I'm going to connect you guys because there's just so much synergy and you can help each other out.
Yeah, thank you.
But think about that. Like, think about setting a date, even if it's just a date to even if it's just scheduling some time to think about how do I turn this into a business, or time to talk to Stephanie. Like, you can do this. There's a lot of demand for it. And it is so cool. Someone also said that this is like a way that you can be a teacher. Like, you are going to be teaching kids through this. And you still could. I'm sure you always still can. Janie is right. You can always start whatever your dream is. But like, I think this is super cool. And I want to see you launch this. Like, there's so much demand, and it's a way that you'll get to teach kids and bring so many of your interests together. I'm so excited that you came on and shared.
Thank you so much for all the encouragement. It's really nice to hear.
Of course. Of course. And Eric, did you put up the timer? I was so sorry. I was so like into what we were saying. I don't know if I noticed it. Eric, did you put up a thumbs up if you did? Okay, cool. Thank you, Eric. So how are you feeling now that you've done it? You've punched fear in the face.
I feel good. I feel energized.
You feel energized? That's amazing. It's something, oh, here we got another one. Alex, such a cool, unique idea. So great. Christina says, yes, go for it. You have all of our support in this. I'm really like, I'm gonna follow you. I want to see what you do with this. So amazing. Just like everyone else, they had a chance to ask the audience a question. I'm gonna give you a chance to. Could be related to food or anything you're interested in. Could be about board games, could be anything. What would you like to ask our cheerleaders?
I have thought about this.
Great.
What was your favorite board game growing up?
Ooh, what was your favorite board game growing up? What would mine be? Ooh, Operation really stressed me out and gave me anxiety. I'll say that. I think for me, I'm going to say Monopoly. And not always because it's the most fun, but because I played it a lot with my cousins. And I remember having like epic games that took 3 sessions to finish. And it was just the being connected and with them that made it a special memory for me. What about you?
Me and my mom played this game called Artifact a lot. I don't know if anybody's heard of it.
I haven't heard of
It
it.
was really fun. It was all about the different artifacts from different countries, and you have to like recover them. And
That sounds cool.
it's really fun. Also, Settlers of Catan. I really like
Yeah,
them.
that's my favorite now as an adult. Like,
Yeah.
by far my favorite game. No matter
So
how many
fun.
times I play it, it's still so fun. Okay, we have
Mhm.
answers coming in. Janie Boo says Uno. Yeah, I always forget actually the rules for that, and then I get frustrated. But I feel like it's a pretty simple game. I just can't keep them straight for some reason. Eric says Settlers of Catan. Yes. Roxy, Payday. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
I don't know if I've
Brittany
heard of
says
that one.
Candyland. Ooh, yeah, another Candyland, Chelsea. And good question. I agree. This is a fun one. Stephanie Ganea says tough call. Scrabble, Trouble, and Guess Who. Oh, I loved Guess Who. I would play that one with my mom all the time. Love Settlers of Catan. People are loving it. Another one from Monopoly from Rebecca. Christina, Trivial Pursuit. This is like, Stephanie, this is like Settlers of Catan for kids in a way. It kind of is. They're getting resources for their meals.
True.
Love it.
True.
Janie retracts her answer. Pictionary. Oh, Skippo, my dad. Yeah, Eric and I still have that. That I actually like. It's like a more simple version of Uno, which I can actually keep straight in my head. Love it. What a great question. Thank you so much, Cicely. This was fun. I haven't thought about games of my past in a long time. Thank you so much for coming on. I am so happy that you punched fear in the face live, and I cannot wait to see what you do with this board game. You have a prototype, and like that's the hardest part. You have that. Now you just need to launch, and like you have all of our support. We are here for you. I'm giving you a follow. I want to see and check up and see how it's going. And I'm going to connect you with Stephanie Ganea because I think you guys can help each other out a lot. She's just maybe like a little bit of a step further than you are, but it'll be awesome.
Yeah, that would be amazing. It'd be really helpful.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on, Cicely. Everyone, give her a cheer. Let her know what you loved about her board game, her pitch. All of our fear fighters did such an amazing job. Thank you so much. I'm always nervous. Part of my nervousness is I don't know if people are going to show up. It is so scary. Oh my gosh. Whew. But honestly, like we've sold out now 3 in a row, and I feel very, very blessed. So thank you all so much. Before we leave, for future events, we're going to take a little break, probably a week, maybe 2. But if you want to come to the next Punch Fear in the Face Live, if you want to know about it, we have a wait list of fear fighters. We're just going to need cheerleaders. So if you are interested, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the little bell, and it'll notify you when we're going to have a new live. That is the best way to not miss it. Thank you guys so much. A couple more things before you go. I am doing a text accountability challenge. This is my really weird experiment. I'm trying for at least 3 months. I send a text to you every morning telling you what my commitment is, my promise is to you for what I'm going to do for the Win Journal, my business, and myself. And then I get you to promise me back, and we keep each other accountable. And the reason that we promise each other is because when you promise someone, you're more likely to actually follow through. It's so funny. Like, even though it's just text, when I tell the people who are in the group already what I'm doing, sometimes it gets to 8 p.m. and I'm like, ooh, the group. And I do something just for them. I get some small wins in. So if you'd like to be a part of that, it's totally free. You can leave at any time. It's not text marketing. Like I can't schedule that post. If you get a message, it's coming directly from me. I read your responses and I reply. So the number is 917-540-3345. So if you'd like to join that accountability challenge, it might not last forever. We're just trying this as an experiment, but it is a lot of fun and a way to keep you accountable, to take care of yourself, your business. You don't need to have a business, but it's a great way to keep on track. Also, like I said, to hear about the future lives, subscribe and hit the bell. That is how you'll find out. We'll be coming back around mid-August with a bunch of new fear fighters. And lastly, a gift to you. The Win Journal app is totally free. I have not been doing a good job promoting it, but it is the easy way to track your wins on the go, completely free, not even freemium. You can log your wins, and you can even put pictures, and it gives you something to look back at each time you're feeling down. If you are nervous about to go on live for an event or just having a poopy day, you can look back on your wins and remember that you are a confident and capable person. We also have our Facebook group. Eric's going to drop the links for both the app and the Facebook group. There's where we share our wins together and celebrate. It is so much fun. So if you've enjoyed the positivity and encouragement of today, you may want to consider joining us there if you aren't already a member. So thank you so much for coming. Eric will be dropping those links in the chat for you. And until next time, keep on winning. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. You can do it. Punch fear in the face. You've got this. Till next time, goodbye.